to another video episode, Keeping Up with V. Good gosh, guys, it has been some time since I've made a video. I know I've heard from so many of you guys like, are you alive? Are you okay? And I'm so happy to tell you guys that I am alive. I'm here. I'm managing, but yes, I'm here. But all seriousness, guys, thank you so much for checking in on me. I know it really has been some time. I think the last time I made a video was back in September. So much was happening during that time. That was really like the first time that we had tried to do like an official trying period of taking letrozole and like doing follicle scans, but unfortunately, as you guys know, like that did not work out. And I really want to say thank you guys so much for just the comments and the reaching out from that video or because of that video. I know I was in such a vulnerable state in that moment, but really that's why I made this channel. I wanted you guys to see like the true authentic experience of how I was feeling, what I was going through, and not because like, oh, pity V, but just more of this is reality. This is what it feels like. This is what infertility looks like. And it's been a powerful thing for me to go back and watch these videos just because it shows me where I was and how I felt in that moment. And not that I want to relive sadness, if you will, but it shows me how strong I am. And I mean that in a very positive way, not like a conceited, like, oh, I'm so strong, like just more of I can get through this. And you guys have really, I don't know if you guys know this, but you guys help me so much with your encouraging words. Some of you have reached out to me on my Instagram page that I made, and it's just been so empowering to have you guys. So again, thank you so much. And can we talk about all the followers that have come about, or subscribers or subbies, if you will. I have been so disconnected from YouTube that I checked my channel and I'm like freaking out for all these new people that I have. I did not realize the growth in which I've had. And I mean that in such a like humble way, because so many people want to watch me. Like my intentions with this page were never to gain subscribers for like any other reason than the camaraderie or the sisterhood or bond in which this type of community brings. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know it's been a long time, but I'm really going to try to make more content for you guys. So if there's something that y'all want to talk about, you want me to talk about, something that I can dive into a little bit more, I'm more than willing to try that. I think I mentioned that before, but I wanted to do this update for you guys just to let y'all know like I'm here, what's really been going on the past couple of months. And I already have another video lined up on what I want to do on some things that I've been changing. So yeah, stick around for those. I really want to, I say that and I try and I fall short on my efforts, but I'm really gonna make the effort to do that some more or again. And I've never been about any type of giveaways, but just because I've overcome 100 subscribers, I think I'm at 125. Maybe like I can do some sort of giveaway for you guys. Some of y'all have been so interested in the myo-inositol or the inositol pills that I've been taking. A lot of you guys were really interested in the pink stork fertility thing, so maybe I can do like a giveaway on a package for that, like a package deal. That's something I definitely want to do for you guys just because y'all have been so good to me, and I really need to look into YouTube's like rules because I don't think you can do a giveaway, but so just to, like I said, update you guys. Since September, of course, as you guys know, the holidays came about and I was feeling extremely drained from the process of the whole trying. I needed a break. So that's kind of what happened in that moment. That's where it all started. Like, we're going to take a break. We're going to let the holidays pass. We wanted to be able to spend time with our family and just kind of enjoy the moment and not have to worry about taking pills and how I was feeling and tracking cycles and things like that. So I wanted to take a break. And I'm really glad that I did, because so much happened in that time. If you guys don't know, I recently graduated from Texas A&M University San Antonio. It hasn't been recently anymore. It's been about a year, if not a little bit more. And I've always been continuing to try to grow my career, and thankfully an opportunity came about to take on a new job with my company. So I believe I was offered the position in the middle of October, and I started at the beginning of November, and that in itself was something that I really needed time for. I'm sorry if you guys can hear my dog. She's deciding to eat right now. But that's what you might hear. But yeah, so I started a new job, which, as you guys know, with anything, it takes a lot of training and just different exposure to things. And I try to give 100% with my work. And because of that, I just kind of really pulled away and went deep into my training. And thankfully, that's going really well. I've had a little bit of time to adjust, and things are going really well. But that was something that really pulled me away from you guys. And again, I'm so sorry. So then here comes Christmas. I spent Christmas with my family, of course, still working in that time. And the New Year's came, which is probably one of my favorite holidays. I love having a celebration. My family usually goes crazy. My grandma goes berserk with fireworks at our ranch. She spends, I'm not even joking, like thousands of dollars on fireworks. Unfortunately, we didn't get to do that this year. But this year was different in the sense that I don't think me and my husband have gone out on the town, if you will, in many years to celebrate New Year's. And we did that this year, and we had so much fun. Quite a bit of drinking involved, but don't tell nobody. But we had a really good time. Throughout this time, though, my grandma has been very ill. She's a diabetic. She was a diabetic. She suffered a lot from kidney failure. Her kidneys were functioning at 17%. She was retaining a lot of fluid, and unfortunately that fluid was going into her lungs, which was causing or making it really hard for her to breathe. And unfortunately on January 6th, she was called back to our everlasting kingdom. She was called home. And not to be all religious, but it was her time. It has definitely been a very hard, I'm trying not to cry, sorry. It has been a very hard moment or experience. I don't know what to call this, loss. Unfortunately, because of the way things fell, my birthday is also in January, and we ended up having her services on my birthday. And sorry guys, it wasn't so much that I was upset because my birthday was any sort of ruined. It had nothing to do with that. It was just more of, for many years, she has by far been probably the first person to call me on my birthday and wish me a happy birthday and do all that lovey-dovey, so proud of you type stuff. And this year was just so different to not have that, and to unfortunately have to put her to rest on that day was just very bittersweet. You know, her and I were very close. I don't think I've ever talked about my grandmother, but like most people or any people who have that type relationship with their grandmother, my grandmother was everything to me. I had a really hard childhood, and no matter what happened in life, you know, my gosh, I've been through some shit. There was a time that me and my mom and my brothers, we lived in our car, we lived in hotels, we lived, you know, apartment to apartment with nothing. We just had a rough life. My grandma and my grandpa were that constant figure in my life that no matter where I was, I knew that I could always come home to them. And I don't mean like literally come home to them, but I always felt safe with them. They always provided really anything I needed, but more of the material things. They provided love that I needed so much in that time. My grandmother was just, in such little words, she was just my everything. And losing her has by far been the hardest thing for me. Try not to laugh because my dog is so awkward and picking this time to eat. But me and my grandma just had this thing where throughout the week, things would happen and I would try to call her or we would play phone tag. But no matter what, on Sundays, I made it a point to always FaceTime her on Sundays or to call her. And that was our, as she would say it, time for the chisme, or time for gossip. That was what we did. We would talk about life and talk about work. And in the past recent months, she was so encouraging with my infertility stuff. I would really open up to her and I would kind of joke around with her like, what's been so different? Like, she popped out 5 kids and why is it so hard for me? And she was always so positive and just said, she always said that my time would come. And she always said that when God was ready and when I was really ready, that God would bless me with a baby. And she always told me to stay strong. And she always told me to be faithful. And I'm really trying, but it's just been kind of an overwhelming time. So I don't mean to cry on here. I do that so much with you guys, but I love that I can come on here and talk to you. But that's really what's been going on. The holidays, a new job, my birthday, New Year's, my grandmother passing. I think it's now finally time to just pick up my pieces and start, not necessarily over, but I'm ready. Unfortunately, I don't ever know what I've told you guys or haven't told you guys, but my weight has always been a major concern, and I unfortunately have gained some weight over the holidays. I stress eat so much. I've openly acknowledged of having a food addiction, which I think over time has become less and less, but I know that it's an issue. And I'm a stress eater. I'm a binge eater. And unfortunately, through the loss of my grandmother, through the times of her being ill, it was just so easy for me to turn to these bad habits. And I will openly say this because I feel that you guys will hold me accountable. I have gained weight, and I know that I've gained weight. I feel uncomfortable in my clothes. I don't feel as confident. I can tell just, well, for one, on the scale that I've gained weight, but just overall, I can see it, I feel it. And so I officially, as of last Monday, have started back on my food regimen, and not necessarily believing that I'm on a diet. I don't believe I'm on a diet. I'm just eating in a way that's best for me and my PCOS. So that's clean eating, if you will. I'm trying not to eat processed food, anything that comes out of a box. So more of proteins, eggs, salads, fruits, vegetables. And I can already tell so much difference in my, not inflammation, but I don't feel as bloated. So I'm feeling so much better. Just in a week's time, I know I can tell that I've probably lost water weight, but I just feel a little bit better. but I'm going to make a really big effort again and losing this weight. I believe I've gained approximately like 32 pounds, and that is just bizarre to me because I worked my freaking ass off to lose 108 pounds, and this just has got to go. Like, it's not acceptable. I will not let food have a power over me. So I am going to get back to what I know and what makes me feel best. So again, really sorry for leaving you guys hanging for so long. I know this video is kind of short and sweet, but I did just want to give you guys like a where has V been a type of update. I don't know if you guys are really interested in how things went about after the appointment. I guess I can fill you in with that. So I did have to take the Provera for 10 days to pretty much induce my cycle, just because throughout that time of my trying, I was not having my natural cycle. My doctor basically said it wasn't needed. From talking to some of you guys who are trying as well, that is somewhat normal, not normal. Not too sure how that was different for me. I don't know if, from my understanding, it was because of the cancer, and just because I suffer from anovulation, so I don't ovulate on my own. So it was basically, why do we need it, from my understanding. The only bad thing was, for you guys who don't know, or if I haven't shared this, when everything came about with my cancer, it was more of a checkup. I went in for a checkup to see, hey, what's, I needed to do my annual, and I kind of told the doctor at the time, like, hey, I've lost all this weight, like my period is still really irregular. I was told forever and ever that PCOS, just lose weight and your period will come, and hey, it's not happening. So of course we started these steps to make my body have a period, and one of the things that we did was Provera. Unfortunately, I took it for the 10 days and I never started a period, which led to more steps. I ended up doing an ultrasound, and unfortunately from there did a biopsy, which then told me that I did have cancer. Jump forward to September, I'm told to take these same pills, and I unfortunately suffer from a lot of anxiety, and the fact that this one little bottle was kind of something so powerful for me, and this may sound dramatic, but that bottle sat on my bar for probably 5 or 6 days, guys. It just was kind of like the elephant in the room. Every day I saw it, that brought so much anxiety, and I would tell myself, just take the damn pill, just take the pill, just take the pill. And every day I tried, I was so fearful of, what if I have cancer? And what if the cancer came back? And what am I going to do if the cancer came back? And my mind would just race, and my anxiety would rise and rise. And finally one day, I think it was like day 7, I just said, I have to take it. I have to take it. My husband was on me, like, you need to take it, you need to take it. And for someone who doesn't suffer from anxiety, it may just been a simple task, like just take the pill. But those moments for me back then, when I found out about the cancer, that was life-changing for me, and one of the harder things that I had to deal with in life. And it was just too much for me to take the pill. And thankfully I took it, and I think I took it, actually no, I did take it for the 10 full days. The 11th day, or I believe the 10th day, I started spotting, or the 11th day, I don't remember now. I did start spotting, and for sure started my period the following day. And she did tell me that I should expect like a lot of cramping, a lot of bloating, and thankfully it wasn't anything other than like a normal cycle, which is still something I'm learning, because I've never really been in a healthy place with my uterus like I am now. Before, my periods were extremely painful, extremely heavy. They were debilitating to the point where like I didn't even want to get out of bed. Pretty much life draining, because I was losing so much blood. And sorry, TMI, but that's what it is. But this was probably the most normal period I had ever had. It was a normal period, 7 days. By the 7th day, I was like officially done. But she also warned me that because I had had the Mirena, because my body was in a different place, to expect it to be a little different, that I might either have a cycle that was a lot longer or a lot shorter. She just said it could vary. And let me tell you guys, I had that period for those 7 days. And so I took the pills October, the end of September, started in October, had a week. So this was probably like the latter part of October, maybe. And no lie, guys, I spotted or had some sort of period-like symptoms from that time till probably maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. And even with speaking to the doctor, she said, just give your body time. It's adjusting. I wasn't having like a full blown on period. Again, sorry if TMI, but this is just what to expect on my channel. So it was just incredibly odd to have something like that going on. And of course, I cannot start the shots until I am not bleeding or not having any kind of spotting going on. So I really haven't had an opportunity to even go back to really try to start the next cycle, if you will, for us to be taking the shots, which is, you know, it is what it is. It's okay. I'm not stressing about it. I want my body to be in a better place. And since that time, I have started taking another vitamin, and I will update you guys in another video about that. I wanted to give myself like a full episode segment, whatever, if you will, to really talk about it. It's a vitamin that I found called Vitex, and I've been taking it for a full week and a half now. And I just wanted to do a full review for you guys because you guys seem to really like when I talk about new things that I found and how they're beneficial. So I'll update you about that in the next video. But that's where I am, guys. I tried to keep it short and sweet, but unfortunately we're now at almost 23 minutes. But I really wanted to give you guys a clear explanation of just what's been going on and where I've been. And I'm really not trying to pull away as much as I have. It's just been quite a journey these past couple of months, and I think I needed a reset button to really come back to this place for my mental stability, or mental place, if you will, just because I've learned with the infertility journey, you got to be strong-willed and strong-minded. You got to have tough skin for this stuff, guys. Like, I'm a tough cookie, but this journey has made me more humble, more patient, more loving, more accepting of others, and understanding of people's place in life, that we all struggle with things that sometimes we're not okay to bring forth or talk about as often. And even though I talk about things so openly with you guys, I know that this is a very sensitive subject for some. And I want you guys to have an open space to communicate with me and to communicate with others. I'm in no way, shape, or form trying to gain clout on this channel. It's not about, oh, please subscribe to my channel. It's never been about that. It's never been about the hype of who I am. It's more of the experience and the sisterhood and the bond that I've created with you guys. And if I can give you guys some sort of comfort or knowledge that is beneficial to y'all, that is why I'm here. And that is my purpose with this channel. And of course, to keep up with me and my life, because, you know, my life is so grand. Not. But Again, you guys have been so tremendously awesome. Like, I cannot believe we're up to 120 plus subscribers. Again, I really want to look into what I can do for you guys as far as the giveaway. I need to kind of figure out how YouTube works, and, you know, am I going to get reprimanded for giving you guys something? But I want to show my appreciation for you guys for just sticking around and not turning away in my hard times. And I know you guys expect to see content, and I want to do that for you guys, but it's been a rough couple of months. So thank you so much for sticking around, and I promise I will do something special for you guys. But until next time, guys, I'll talk to y'all later.